David, after the attack, Ofri Reiner says she struggled with the question of why she survived. Over the last year, she says she's found her answer while inspiring others to find their strength amid trauma. At Congregation Neva Shalom, a story of survival drew people in. A story that began October 7th in the Israeli desert near Gaza.
It took us a few seconds to understand, and they started shooting all over the lanes that was next to them.
22-year-old Ofri Etta Reiner was at the Supernova Music Festival when Hamas attacked. She survived, but 1,200 others were murdered. Hundreds more were taken hostage. And that same day, Reiner's brother was killed in combat.
Since October 7th, I feel like I'm on my journey to infuse my life with a meaning.
She's finding part of that meaning away from her home in Israel. Her stop in Portland is part of a national tour, speaking to groups about her survival and what it means to rise out of suffering.
I feel like my lecture is relevant for everyone who is coping with anything in life, because trauma, I'm not the first one and not the last one that will deal with trauma. And to understanding the meaning of post-traumatic growth and the fact that we can flourish out of anything is something that all of us should be familiar of.
We all have agency. We all have the ability to just live as fully as possible if we choose it, and she's done just that.
Rabbi David Kosak is grateful for Reiner's visit. He was injured in a terror attack while a student at Hebrew University. He hopes those who hear Reiner's story will find a way to grow from it.
Use it as a source of healing, resilience, hope, optimism, right? When trauma comes our way, we can allow ourselves to be swallowed up by it, or we can actually use it as a growing opportunity.
The empty chairs draped in prayer shawls represent hostages still held by Hamas. Reiner says she prays for their safe return and for peace as she shares her story.
And it's hard and draining, but fulfilling in the same time.
The initial attack by Hamas killed 1,200 people in Israel, with 100 more still considered hostages. In the year that's followed, the health ministry in Gaza, which is controlled by Hamas, says more than 40,000 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli forces. David.
Yeah, a message of healing and hope, and hopefully eventually peace. Thank you, Catherine.